morning, namaste everyone. My name is Sharada and I'm so proud to be holding this birdhouse after 5 days of hard work and effort. In Kathmandu, Nepal, I saw a wooden structure which was made out of only one tree. So now I understand how hard it was and how skillful they have to be to do something like that. I've got to admit, but making this birdhouse was pretty hard. Getting the dimensions and measurements to scale was quite hard, but after some hard work, I got it right. So as you can see, this is my first prototype. It is an S and I used a coping saw. I used a bent saw to cut out the wood piece. Then I used a coping saw to cut out these small rectangles. And then I got my S. Day 1, I made my first prototype and I understood how to use math I learned in school in a real life situation. And in day 2, I used tools I saw before, but I used them for the first time in wood. And I also learned the 5-step process for design thinking. The first one is empathize, which you have to empathize for the person who is facing the problems. And the next one is define, where you have to understand the problem statement, which is but in summer, birds don't get enough water and food, so it is our job to provide them water and food. And then the next one is ideate, where we have to think of many ideas and jot them down, and we have to prototype, and we get something called a young thinker formula for selecting an idea, which is DMW, not BMW, DMW for doable, moneyable, and wantable. So doable stands for if we can actually create the idea, and then moneyable stands for if we have the money to make that idea, and wantable is if the user actually wants the idea. And the next one is prototype, and this is what DMW got us to. So we have to figure out the final design and we have to create it into a birdhouse. So I'll tell you how I made this birdhouse. So on paper, I made the dimensions that I wanted, and then on wood, I drew it out and I cut it using a bent saw. And after all the pieces were cut, I glued them with Fevicol, and then I nailed some nails with with the hammer to make the birdhouse more sturdy. And then after that, we used sandpaper to make the whole structure more smooth, and then we used wood polish to make the birdhouse look shiny. So now I'm gonna take this home and then I'm gonna test it and see how many birds come. Thank you.